Hi everyone, Pet Detective Alpha Dog. Welcome to the Pet Hui. Here's what's coming up in the next half hour.
We'll learn how a naughty dog gets trained by a good dog to become a good boy. Then find out what it takes to be a vet tech here in Hawaii at Windward Community College. We'll learn all about the Portuguese Water Dog.
Plus, we'll be checking out Honolulu Fire Department's new arson dog, Kukui. The Pet Hui starts now. Hi everybody, welcome to the show. I'm Pet Detective Alpha Dog. My mission is to help return lost animals to their owners. Today I'm at the Honolulu Fire Department and we're talking to Michael Carter and his arson dog, Kukui. Hi Michael.
How you doing?
Tell us a little bit about what an arson dog is.
Well, her actual name is Accelerant Detection Canine, and what they do is they sniff out for accelerants. After the fires are put out, we go in and investigate, and they'll sniff out from light to heavy distillates, from lighter fluid to diesel.
Fantastic. We're going to have more with Michael and Kukui when we come back. First, here's more Pet Hui.
So this is my dog Lucy. She was our foster dog. She was found as a stray out here in Eva. She had to be humanely trapped by the White Dog Foundation. We've had her for about a year. She's come quite a long way in that year, but there were still some issues that we had to smooth out in order to keep her forever. Stop. 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 So my concerns with Lucy is that she's dog aggressive and she's very house territorial. With her being house territorial, I can't have guests over. If somebody was in the house and she bit them, not only would I get evicted, but she'd probably be put to sleep. I've got to find some answers for this. We've been fostering her for quite some time and I really want to keep her. We've got to find a trainer. Stop. So I got in touch with Leonard at Sit Mean Sit, and he's actually going to be coming over in about an hour. They do a free demo, and he said that he can assess Lucy and see what he can do to help us.
We're heading out now to the home of a potential client that we were contacted by, and she apparently has a overly aggressive dog at her home who's a rescue. And she says that the dog lashes out at people and other dogs. So I have my partner Justice in the back, and we're gonna head over to her house and we're gonna try and evaluate the problem and see exactly what we can do to help her out.
My husband is getting ready to deploy, and I really want to keep Lucy. She really loves my other dog, Bert, and gets along with him really well. I know that there are some issues that we have to smooth out in order to be able to keep her, otherwise my husband's going to say no. Oh, Leonard, I'm so glad you're here!
At Sit Mean Sit, our definition of dog obedience is off-leash control around severe distractions, and that's where Justice comes in. So we're going to be using my dog for the evaluation.
That dog?
That dog.
Oh, jeez.
I use him during training as a distraction for dogs, especially ones with dog aggression like Lucy. What we use is a remote collar. Have you seen one of these before?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
They're a little scary.
Yeah. Why is that? Why do you find this scary?
Because people say it hurts your dog.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have you feel it.
Okay.
Okay? I'm going to tap the button and you tell me if you feel anything. You feel anything?
I can feel a little tingling in my thumb, but
Okay.
nothing major.
Now, does it hurt?
No.
Would it get your attention if you felt that?
Yeah.
So, Kim, you see this board right here?
Yes.
This is what we call a place board. What
Okay.
I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you put your dog on it.
Okay.
And it's going to help increase her focus and put her attention all on you. So what I'm going to do is, let's bring Justice over here. Justice, come. And you're just going to keep her on there,
Okay.
So Lucy's problem really isn't that deeply embedded into her. With just a little direction, she'll be a lot better off.
I can't believe how well she's behaving. This is beautiful. So another issue that I'm having with Lucy is that on our walks, every time we go through some shade, she just wants to lay down. Hello, Lou. And this is just getting to be too much. She's 40 pounds. Come on, Lou, let's go. I have to literally pick her up to get her going again. I can't keep doing this. See, she's in the shade and she just won't walk anymore.
Well, this is one of those times where you can use the remote collar,
Okay.
tap the button and you give her the command to come, and you just need to encourage her to keep moving. At this point, we use the remote to train Lucy, and this is how it works. We want to get her attention, much like you would use it, use a tap on the shoulder with a child who wants to walk into a candy store. If you're walking past that candy store, the child wants to go into the store, you tap the child on the shoulder, come on, let's move.
Lucy, come. Good girl. That was easy.
Once Lucy's done with the Sit Mean Sit program, she's going to be a loving member of the community, and she's not going to be a liability to Kim anymore.
So now that I have the tools and some instruction, Lucy and I really have her homework cut out for us. I'm gonna have to work with her every day, but we're gonna make this work. She can actually be a part of our family and be out in public and be well behaved. So thanks to Leonard and his program, Lucy has definitely found her forever home with my family.
Courteous, knowledgeable staff and a pet-friendly atmosphere make the Pet Hale Hawaii's neighborhood pet store. Locally owned and operated in the Melilani Shopping Center, the Pet Hale offers thousands of pet products and dozens of hand-raised pets from our family to yours. From finches to green-winged macaws, from guinea pigs to large breed puppies. Our store is home to pet lovers of all ages. Open Monday through Saturday 10 to 8 and Sunday 10 to 6. Find us on Facebook and online at thepethale.com.
Your dog is our best friend.
Whether it be in full-service grooming, lodging, socialization, or just a nail trim, Tales of Hawaii is here for you. Give us a call at 676-9663.
Your dog is our best friend at Tales of Hawaii.
Aloha, Beanie here. Aloha Kia guy goes everywhere I go. Let's get that straight. I make sure things are done right. Knowledgeable salespeople, service-oriented personnel, experienced mechanics. Test drives like this Kia Soul that you can lease for just $88 a month. That comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. And my favorite, happy Kia owners. Log on to alohakia.com to see all the great deals. See ya in a Kia.
Welcome back to the Pet Hui. We're at the Honolulu Fire Department with Michael and arson dog Kukui. Now, Michael, you've had to do a lot of training on the mainland for Kukui, and it takes about a month. Can you give us more information on that?
Yes, we met on Easter Sunday, April 1st, and for the whole month, we trained every day, 7 days a week, up to 12-hour days. At the end of the month, we go through a series of tests, and if everybody graduates, but not everybody did, there was 14 handlers to begin, 12 of us graduated, then we're certified as a team.
Find out more about Michael and Kukui. Stick around. But first, here's more Pet Hui.
My name is Staff Sergeant Rose with 13th Military Police Detachment, Military Working Dog Section. We're out here today at the Dog Days of Summer doing our Military Working Dog demonstration. We'll be showing you guys some detection training today, some patrol training, and some obedience training that we do with our Military Working Dogs. The first handler that you're going to see is Sergeant Diggs and his MWD Mandy. You're going to see Sergeant Martin in our bite suit. He'll be our decoy. And next, you'll see MWD Chris come out and do some patrol training. So right now what we're going to demonstrate for you is what we call our 6 phases of aggression. So we have Sergeant Martin as our decoy. He's just out there minding his own business. We want our dogs to be aggressive, but we also want them to be passive. So when we're just doing routine interviews, they're calm. All right, next we're going to do a bite for you guys. Have somebody that doesn't want to comply.
Ready, move!
Our dogs are also trained to escort personnel without us by their side.
Hey, sir, stop fighting my dog.
The next phase of aggression that you're going to see is called the standoff. We teach our dogs to stand off for multiple reasons. A lot of times you might have a subject that runs across the street, they might run into a crowd, anything can happen and you need to call your dog off of that bite. So this is how we teach them.
Hey, hey, hold, everybody go! Hey,
Or the other scenario is you have somebody that gets scared and then they decide they don't want to run anymore. right there that you just saw was called the re-attack. Our dogs are trained to attack with or without command. As you saw, Sergeant Martin aggressed on Sergeant Diggs, so his dog responded and attacked him. Now he's conducting a search. He has his dog stay and watch to help keep the subject compliant. We train our dogs with verbal and nonverbal commands. That's what Sergeant Diggs was doing, giving them hand signals and also verbal signals. Oh, is there anybody that wants to put on the suit top? Any volunteers?
Oh, it's okay.
Yes, I was so
It'll be okay.
I'm not telling you, still feel it.
I'll be right.
Aloha, my dog!
When the handler tells you to stop, he's going to say, stop fighting my dog. That way you know you're about to call the dog off. If you keep fighting the dog's going to keep fighting you. So that's when you just freeze and do all that.
With the bite suit, it protects the decoy from getting his teeth, the teeth penetrating his arm. It's basically simulating real flesh to the dog and making it a game. It's perfectly safe, they don't get hurt.
I volunteered to put on the bite suit and have one of the military working dogs chase me down, and it was awesome. You could feel a little bit of pressure, but I think because the suit was so big on me, it was really just the force of the dog as he, tried to take me down.
All in all, it's fun, good training for the dogs. Dogs love it, we love it.
Is your yard a minefield? Are the flies driving you crazy? Hi, I'm Allie the Poo Princess, and I'm cleaning the world of poop 1 yard at a time.
To have Allie clean your yard, contact her at gotpoo.biz or 497-9273.
What's in your backyard?
Welcome back to the Pet Hui. We're here at the Honolulu Fire Department with Michael and arson dog Kukui. Now, Michael, this is after the fact where Kukui goes in and he can sniff for accelerants and all that. And is it true that you can take him around the crowd and maybe smell accelerants on people that are around the scene?
So basically, when we arrive on the scene, I walk through. This is after the fire's put out. It's safe. I walk through and I make sure it's safe for her, number one. When we're about to work, I pouch up, which means I grab my food. We changing our mode, so I'm talking to her differently, and then we begin to work. When I'm telling her to work, the word is seek. That's the command. So we work in usually a clockwise fashion, typical house. We walk in, and that's how we're trying to work, depending on how the house fell apart, right? So when I'm giving her the command, if she finds an accelerant, she'll sit. That's the alert. If she's telling me it's right here, I'll give her food as a reward. She's a food reward dog. So every time she finds something, I give her the food. So we'll do that, and I'll throw down my markers throughout the house or condo, whatever the case is. And after that part is done, I'll take her outside and we'll gather the evidence. And then we'll take it outside and put it in cans and run her over the cans to make sure we got the right stuff. If I walk her through a crowd, there's a lot of people like to watch the fires. Some arsonists like to watch their work. I can walk her through a crowd and she can sniff on people's shoes and pants, whatever, and she can find somebody that has gas on them.
Right now, I'm with Kukui, and I'm covering her eyes. And Michael, behind me, is dropping some accelerants on the floor. We're going to see if Kukui can find out where that accelerant is.
So, right now, I'm walking along the wall, and I'm giving her the command seek. So she's sniffing out for the accelerants. Once she finds it, she will sit. That's my alert. And then I give her her reward, some few kibbles. Then we'll continue on and finish what we're doing. Every time she alerts, I'll keep feeding her.
Now that was amazing.
The Oahu SPCA offers low-cost spay-neuter, wellness, and other veterinary services at our new shelter and clinic in Wahiawa. Oahu SPCA's affordable spay-neuter clinics and adoption services are helping to humanely reduce the number of homeless animals. Call 754-1519 or online at oahuspca.org. Oahu SPCA, helping animals, saving lives.
Living in Hawaii, you need the best, and WeatherTech floor mats from Okole are the perfect choice. When those unfortunate accidents happen and your plate lunch goes to the floor, WeatherTech mats will be there to protect, and they're easy to clean. Deep channels trap water, dirt, mud, and sand, and they're available for hundreds of makes and models, so no matter what you drive, you'll find a perfect fit. WeatherTech floor mats. Find them at Okole on Dillingham, just ever of Kalihi Street. From the moment you and your best friends walk into VCA Kaneohe, they've got you covered. From the time your new friend joins the family with its first shots, to regular yearly visits and everything in between, to ensure a long, healthy life for your pet. And if the unexpected happens, an illness or an emergency, VCA Kaneohe has a team of qualified vets on staff to handle any type of problem. With 5 locations on Oahu, VCA, your neighborhood choice for all your pet care needs.
Hi, welcome back to the Pet Hui. We're at the Honolulu Fire Department with Kukui, the arson dog, and not only is she a working dog, but she's also part of the family. Here to tell you a little bit more about Kukui is Fire Chief Manny Neves. Hi, Manny.
Hello. So Kukui, yes, she's part of the Honolulu Fire Department's family. And like any other firefighter, you know, you look at firefighters, we wear a uniform, but we do an extraordinary job when we get out there. Same with Kukui. When she's not in her collar and her vest, she's a regular dog. She's part of the family. She stays on the second floor here with our group and interacts with the staff all day. And when it's time for her to work, she puts on her working clothes, and she's an arson dog for the Honolulu Fire Department.
Fantastic. Not only the fire department, but also Michael's family also. She goes home with you all the time, doesn't she?
Yeah, she goes home with me every day. Pretty much 24/7 I'm with her, and she's like any other dog at home. She's in the house with the family. She's treated really good. She has her own little pillow bed, and she has a good life. We live on an acre farm, and she has a lot of running room and space to be a normal dog. So she has her normal dog time and her work time, but we do work a lot, so she doesn't forget that.
Here's more Pet Hui.
You guys graciously brought in a lot of urine, which was very nice.
So right now, all the students are performing a urinalysis, and this is a common test done in veterinary clinics, and it's used to look for urinary tract infections and determine kidney function. So this program takes 2 semesters to complete, and when they're completed, they will have a veterinary assisting certificate. The reason I decided to teach this program is to create an industry standard on the island. There hasn't been any formal veterinary training in the state before, and so it's an exciting opportunity to finally have some training for these guys.
It's actually a lot of studying, so you do have to take some time into, you know, prepping yourself for this, especially if you've never done it before. So it's something interesting if you're willing to want to learn.
So sometimes at different hospitals, you guys might have to get a T, P, and R, which is temperature, pulse, and respirations. Do you guys know how to take that? Part of the program is internships where students actually go and do practical experience and exposure with veterinary hospitals on Oahu. And usually if his elbow was to come back, that's about where you'd want to listen for a thud. How that works is lead technicians within a hospital actually have direct supervision of these students and host students for a period of time. It helps students get their skill levels and their confidence up up to speed, and then allows students to see the importance of a veterinary assistant. One person will take the front and one person will take the back. You support underneath their chest and their hips, and 1, 2, 3, up we go. Our goal at Windward Community College is to give students the skills to get in an entry-level position at veterinary hospitals.
If your pet suffers an injury, possibly life-threatening, there's a good chance it will happen outside regular business hours. That's why it's good to know that the VCA Family Hospital in Pearl City is open to provide 24-hour emergency veterinary care. Program the phone number for the Pearl City VCA Hospital into your smartphone. All 5 VCA family hospitals on Oahu provide the highest standards in emergency and critical care services. VCA.
Courteous, knowledgeable staff and a pet-friendly atmosphere make the Pet Hale Hawaii's neighborhood pet store. Locally owned and operated in the Melilani Shopping Center, the Pet Hale offers thousands of pet products and dozens of hand-raised pets from our family to yours. From finches to green-wing macaws, from guinea pigs to large breed puppies. Our store is home to pet lovers of all ages. Open Monday through Saturday 10 to 8 and Sunday 10 to 6. Find us on Facebook and online at thepethale.com.
You too can discover many of Hawaii, now in the heart of Kaka'ako. You work hard all day long. And when it's time to play, you play just as hard. And through it all, your wet Okole seat covers are working hard too, taking the punishment you give them and defying the effects of dirt, sand, and water. Wet Okole can handle everything your lifestyle demands, and when it's time to relax, you know you've made a smart investment. No matter what your lifestyle, Wet Okole has you covered.
Now, back to the Pet Hui.
Today, it's all about the Portuguese Water Dog. Portuguese Water Dog is best known currently as being the nation's first dog because President Barack Obama and the family has 2 at the White House. The breed is considered very intelligent, easily adapting to change, and a loyal companion. But they do have their challenges. First of all, because of their loyalty, they are considered stubborn.
Portuguese Water Dogs are strong-willed, independent thinkers, which really translates into being slightly stubborn.
Portuguese Water Dogs are so loyal that they'll jump at their owners. They'll warm up to guests shortly after they're introduced, but they don't like to be left alone.
They're not the type of dog that you want to leave in the backyard by themselves. They want to be next to you, sitting on your foot, being part of the family every single minute of the day. If you don't, what ends up happening is they'll make their own exercise and start tearing apart, your shoes, your plants. They're definitely the type of dog you need to really run and exercise. They're not for all the families, but for people who are very active, they're great dogs to have.
Because of their attachment to humans, they are especially useful to people who have hearing or sight disabilities. They're generally quiet, but are vocal when someone comes to the door. They can also be trained to alert their owners when alarms sound.
They're very strong swimmers, and when the fishermen had them in the water in the ocean, in order to keep track of where the dog was, they used their tails as a rudder, and their tails stick up in the water, and that's how they would locate where the dog was, which is why you never cut off, Marlon, stand, sweetheart. Whoops, sorry, buddy. You never cut off this last 4 or 5 inches of the tail, because that's what the fishermen would see.
Even though the Portuguese Water Dog is considered hypoallergenic, many vets recommend that people who have dog allergies spend some time with them to make sure the breed is not going to cause a problem.
The reason that I like this breed is that they're a non-shedding, hypoallergenic coat, and makes them nice to be around, especially if you have people with allergies.
The most common grooming style is the retriever cut or the lion cut. Keeping the dog cut is the easiest way to avoid constant brushing. The retriever cut leaves the hair about an inch long over the body, while the lion cut has the hindquarters, muscle, and base of the tail shaved, but the rest of the body is kept at full length.
One of the things about Portuguese water dogs, since they are non-shedding and hypoallergenic, their hair is like human hair. There's no undercoat. So they require brushing, maybe like a couple times a week. If you brush, they won't tangle. And you need to give them a haircut, just like we need our haircut. So I give them probably once every 3 months. Brush it, dry it, and then you comb it. And then after that, you need to give them a haircut.
The closest relatives of the Portuguese water dog are thought to be the Kerry Blue Terrier and the Standard Poodle. Overall, they are considered easily trained in obedience skills, but because they're working dogs, they like to stay by their owner's sides and take on specific tasks. As for their history, it's believed that the Portuguese water dog originated on the coastal areas of Portugal in the 8th century. A 1927 account by a monk described how the dog pulled a drowning sailor from the sea. The Portuguese water dog was on the verge of extinction in the 1930s because their water duty activities were not necessary. But a Portuguese fishing captain who loved the breed came to their rescue and started a breeding program.
In 1968, there were only 25 of them left in the world, and they were all in Portugal. And then an old shipping tycoon saw the breed and decided he was going to try to revive them. And today the breed is going strong through the hard work of a lot of dedicated people way back in 1968. The first one was brought to America in 1981. My husband and I brought the first Portuguese water dog into Hawaii in 1988.
And now you know all about the Portuguese water dog.